Mr. Sandman, man me a sand, make him the cutest man card door hook hand. Excuse me, where are my encounters? What is up, Saturn System? I hope you beautiful people are enjoying another wonderful day in paradise. My name is Saturn Cycle, and welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen, the Extreme Master Quest. Last time we beat up Erica. We didn't really do much aside from going to that gym and harass Erica and her girls. We came over here to the dojo and fought one of the dudes, which led us to see that we need to level up. So I took the rest of Sunday evening, and then the first half of Monday, which for me that's today. For you guys, it's 2 days ago. I spent that time leveling. I used lucky eggs and experience shares to get everyone to a nice, clean, even 50. I believe we switched up our team as well. Yeah, so we got Kong back on the team to level 50, and then we leveled up Ho-Oh to 50. Everyone's at 50. I didn't want anyone to be higher than the other. Because one time when we were leveling, like earlier in the series, the levels were relatively even, but some Pokemon were higher than others, and I was like, nah, not today, son. Let's go ahead and spin up a challenge while we're sitting here. I do want to do encounters today, so let's see if we can spin-a-rooney some of those. We had that already, so I'm not going to do that 2 episodes in a row. I did buy some stuff after I was done training. 50% off. We know what this one does. Basically, we have to choose 3 Pokemon and remove them from the team for now because we can only have 3 Pokemon on our team. I need to start my timer. I'm so bad at that. I'm not used to using a timer. I'll be happy when this challenge is over so that I can just play normally and not have to use a timer for anything ever again. Because who has time for that? Ba-doom-tsh. Okay, timer is going. Let's go box 3 Pokemon. What the hell was I saying before? I don't remember. I've literally already forgotten what I was talking about. But that's okay. Let's move Pokemon. What was our dead box? Oh yeah, encounters. So we're going to bench. This is a toughie. I think we should bench because you have Fly. If we need to get around, Fly's a good way to do that. This is a tough one. This is a really, really tough one. We're going to bench. Okay, so we're going to bench Kong. That might be a little bit of a controversial thing to do. We're going to bench Aspen. And then we're going to bench. What's your moveset again? Giga Drain. Giga Drain got when he was leveling up. I taught him Tri Attack. It's a pretty solid attack. We're gonna bench Toma. Should we? This is such a hard one. No, go back. We need you because we're doing encounters here today. Yeah, we'll bench Toma. I feel like we can rely on these ones to get the job done. So we have, but that means I don't want to do the dojo today because I feel like going in there, even though we've leveled up our squad, going in there with less Pokemon is not ideal. We never did get the Poke Flute because we have to go up to Lavender Tower, right? So let's go to Lavender Tower. we do have a rival fight over there. And then, I guess we could have just gone west instead of doing this. But whatever. I never said I was the most efficient player. Anywho, so we can do the rival fight, get the Poke Flute, and then we can focus on encounters for the rest of the episode. Because we do... Oh, okay. Forgot I skipped you altogether. I always skip this too. It literally never fails. What level are your buds? 30. So you're a full 20 levels below my whole team. Let's go for the bubble. Okay. I don't like this. So let's go for... What's our next strongest attack? I think it's Rapid Spin. Just don't hit yourself, buddy. Thank you. I believe that's our second strongest attack. Oh, come on! Okay, it's gonna be one of these fights, boys and girls. Let's try Air Cutter. Come on, Soda, pull through. That's my boy. How much is this gonna do? Okay. The 1975. Never actually listened to that group. We are going to switch because Soda's confused. He doesn't know where he is. He's like a dad on a vacation that can't figure out why his family insisted on going on an expensive vacation only to do things that they could do in their hometown. I think those are the funniest kinds of frustrated parents, where it's like, you shell out all this money to go on a nice vacation with your buds. Like, oh, come on, let's go out of town, fam. Saying that unironically. And then they get there with their family, and the family's like, we could do what Dad wants us to do. I don't know what's coming out. We could do what Dad wants us to do, or we could go see a movie that we could have seen at home. That sounds pretty good too. Or we could go spend all day in the pool, even though we have a pool in our own backyard. I think that'll piss Dad off the most. The most. I don't know, I'd be one of those laid-back kind of parents where it's like, if you guys want to stay in the pool, whatever, but I'm gonna go freaking do the thing. Let's let Soda come back out. I don't really go on vacation often, you know? I go every once in like, maybe once every two years or something. Because I'm a very simple person, like I'm not hard to please by any means. As long as I have like a period of time, whether it's like 2 to 4 days, where I'm not required to do anything that I don't want to do, that, for me, that qualifies as a vacation. Like, just don't call on me for nothing, don't ask me for nothing. I'm off the grid for 4 days, cool. But every once in a while I'll go to like an amusement park, or I'll go to the beach. Which I guess going to the beach isn't really a vacation either, because I live near the beach, so it doesn't really count. I think the best vacation I've ever been on was in 2016. Was it? It was 2016 or 2017. Who even knows at this point? But it was the day after Christmas, and me, my sister, her boyfriend at that time, and my friend Lindsay, we all went to the Bahamas. We went on a nice post-Christmas cruise, and we got back New Year's Eve. So that was nice. That was the first time I've ever been on a cruise, and if you've never been on a cruise, it's worth it. Guys, it's absolutely worth it. It's so much fun. I spend so much time just running around. There's two things you need to remember, or at least keep in mind. Do we have balls? I feel like we have balls, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, we bought 30 great balls. Could we afford to do anything else? It doesn't matter. So there's two things you need to remember if you go on a cruise for the first time. One, you're going to be eating a lot because there's just free food everywhere. Two, you're not really going to be sleeping much. What level are your Pokemon? 38, not bad. A little higher than I expected. I'm glad I didn't come here sooner. But you're never going to be sleeping. Because it's a set period of time where it's like, okay, the cruise is this long, I need to squeeze in as many activities as I can in this period. So a lot of the sleeping is going to come at the very end of the night, and by very end of the night I mean like 3 or 4 in the morning, or in the form of unwarranted or unwanted power naps where you'll make the mistake of going to your room so you can change clothes or something, and you'll go to sit on your bed and then you're just out for 2 hours. That happened to me and basically everyone that I was with for the cruise. You spend so much time running around because things don't really close per se. Oh, you got killed by rough skin, you're a loser. So things don't really close per se on a cruise. Like certain food distributors will close for the evening, but most of the time there's food somewhere, and if you can't find food just out on the deck or something, there's room service, which doesn't close at all. You can get room service at 4 in the morning. Stop missing the bubble! What did that do? I guess it's about to tell me. Oh, you dropped my special. You're a whole bag of dicks. That's the one thing I didn't need you to switch. So we're gonna switch to Brandon. Guilty, like, I love you, bud. You're a cool cat. I guess in this case, a tortoise. But you're mostly here for support. You're here for the hypnosis. If we ever need to put boys to sleep. But on the cruise, there's just so much to do at any given point in time. Also, there are no taxes on anything because you're in international waters. So everything, like the price you see, if it's $17.99, you pay legit $17.99. That being said though, things are pricey. Very pricey. Like, there was this one instance, and don't laugh because I'm still really hurt about this, but you get an itinerary every day. Every day when you're out and about, you basically designate a time at the beginning or the end of the day where you have to be out of your room for like an hour so that wait staff, well, not really wait staff, but like I don't remember what to call them, but they basically come in and they basically clean up your room and stuff. So every day when they come in to clean your room and stuff, they put the next day's itinerary on your desk so you can see what's going on the next day. We need to switch Pokemans. So there was this one day where I was looking at the itinerary, and these lists are long. They show literally everything that's going on the ship throughout the whole day, like broken down from half hour to half hour. Some of them are 15-minute intervals. But after this battle, we have to spin up another challenge. I'm so happy I happened to glance over at the freaking timer. Oof, that was a rough one. But I'm looking at this list of things that we could do the next day. We're gonna switch to guilty. We're gonna wait out this poison instead. I don't wanna risk soda, because I also don't want to piss soda off. I've seen him when he's pissed. He's got that UK anger. Stop hitting me so hard with your level 38 Ivysaur. Anyway, back to this damn story. So, we're sitting there, and I'm looking at the paper and trying to figure out what to do the next day. And I see that there is in one of, I guess it's just the comedy club. Over in the comedy club earlier in the afternoon, they were doing like a Build-A-Bear workshop. And it's gonna sound stupid, but bear with me. I guess not stupid, but I've always wanted to go to a Build-A-Bear workshop, whether it was by myself or like as a date would even be cute. Because, like, as a date, there's a different motive there. It's still cute, different motive. But I wanted to build a bear by myself because the way I see it, I could build this really nice bear that I'm proud of, that's cute and adorable and soft and stuff. And then if I ever have kids, I could pass it off to my kids, kind of like a little family heirloom thing. Like, Like, here's something that belonged to me when I was younger, and I want you to have it. Something like that. So I was really hyped for this Build-A-Bear nonsense, right? And then I get there, and they go through their whole presentation. They're showing you how to make the bears and stuff, and how to put the little heart in the bear. And then they're like, okay, so starting price for the basic bear without any accessories is $25. And I was just like, it's a little steep, but okay. And then she goes, okay, so the accessories they range from $12 to $15 a piece. And I was like, whoa, what? Excuse me? $12 to $15 per accessory? Lady, like, come on. What is this, a casino? Anyways, let's spin up a challenge while I'm still offended about this Build-A-Bear nonsense. So 50% off was our first challenge. What's our second challenge? Slip of the tongue. Let's check out what Slip of the Tongue is, because I don't remember this one off. I know for a fact this is a new one as well. I try to add new challenges every week so that I can mix them into the challenges that we haven't done yet. Slip of the Tongue. Choose names or nicknames. For the duration of the challenge, you must only refer to the members of your team by the option you chose. If you slip up, whatever Pokemon you were referring to is now dead. Okay, that's an interesting one because it takes it out of the realm of... We can take that off the list. It takes that out of the realm of the game and puts all of the emphasis on me. So I'm going to choose nicknames. Because I'm more likely to say the nicknames than I am the Pokemon. So of course I can't say Alakazam, Jolteon, or Blastoise. I have to say Soda, Brandon, or Guilty. I'm gonna say Brandon counts because I almost never call Jolteon Bimali anymore. I always say Brandon. So yeah, that's the challenge. It's a simple one, but I like it. Let's go get our Lavender Tower encounters, and then we will go... Okay, so there is an encounter that we can do before we go up into Lavender Tower that I actually do want to take care of first. Just because if I don't, I'll forget. And I don't want to forget about any encounters. Because you never know what's going to happen. I can almost guarantee by the time we hit the Elite Four, we're going to be seeing Pokemon in their 80s, 90s, and probably at the level cap. At which point, we don't want to be caught with our pants down. Ain't trying to be caught slipping. Also, this is a little bit of a personal one. Not in the sense that I'm telling you any weird information about myself, but it's going to make me seem like a douchebag, so please bear with me. But I'm trying to think of the easiest way to phrase this. I'm one that really praises like individualism and like uniqueness and so on and so forth. Not to say that I'm entirely unique at all with my channel, but when it comes to like YouTube brands and personalities, I'm very specific about like the image I put out, as well as like the personality that I give to my content, because I feel like it's uniquely me. So this is the area that I was like, I don't want to forget this thing, because we already came here to get Fly. But what I mean is that like, I always feel bad. Excuse me, give me a Pokemon. Thank you. Blossom, okay. I actually like Blossom a lot. Get her, Guilty. I don't think we can hit Blossom. So what I mean is that I feel bad half the time, because I do have some friends from time to time on YouTube that will like hit me up personally and be like, hey, how did you do X, Y, or Z? Or where did you get X, Y, and Z? Where did you get this effect, or how did you pull off that effect? And part of me wants to be like super helpful and be like, oh, this is how you do it. And then like the other 75% of me is like, I don't really want to tell you, because how I do things is part of my personal YouTube identity. Like, it's uniquely Saturn as far as our group of YouTube friends goes, you know? Like I don't want to be in a position where, say someone goes from my channel to someone else in my group's channel and they're doing all the same stuff as me. Like flattery, hey, we got the blossoms. Flattery is flattering, I guess, like when someone's trying to imitate your style, but at the same time it's really derivative. Like I'm never gonna trash someone for trying to spice up their content. So I believe it was Meta decided, he sent in a nickname for Bella. Even though this is a boy Bellossom, I feel like we can't get any other Pokemon that the nickname Bella would work better for than a Bellossom. So we gotta check Bellossom's. Hello, Kevin. So we got... Okay, so I know I just said Bellossom, but we can't have it on the team anyway, so I'm not treating that as someone on my team. So you can get over that one right now. Also, like, Bella is in the name, so I'm like, am I really breaking any rules there? You're a rock type, overgrow, bite, bone rush. Has 10 base power. Missed. Silverwind is disgusting. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's go put Bella in the PC. But yeah, like I was saying, it feels derivative, and I'm never going to trash someone for trying to switch up their content. But what I don't like is when they, like, if they see something working on someone else's channel, so they're like, I'm just going to pluck that out of their channel and introduce it into my channel. Maybe that'll turn some heads. Like, no, you gotta, like, if you're going to take inspiration from somewhere, you have to find a way to make that your own, you know? And I'm never gonna say any names or anything because that's, I'm not mean and petty, and I feel like that'd be both of those things. Now we can go get our Lavender Tower encounter. We're just gonna cut through the city, you know? But yeah, like, there are things that are tied to my channel. Specifically, like I sound really pretentious, and I know that, I'm sorry. Specifically, like, little artistic things I like to do. And I'm just like, it didn't even let me move. Like, when he was 2 squares away, I was just stuck here. Anywho, there are things that I like to do where I'm just like, I don't really want to share how I did this or where I got this because, you know, I put in all the legwork myself, and I'd rather you just find your own identity to morph and mold, you know? Because I feel like it's taken me a while to get to a point where I'm confident where I'm trying to take my channel and the effort I put into my channel. And the last thing I want is to feel like someone else is taking the formula that I'm currently working on to apply it to their own work instead of just coming up with their own formula. And I understand that this is the internet, and there's nothing original on the internet. But at the same time, you gotta try to stand out, you know? You gotta try to do things that you don't see your friends doing, things you don't see your competitors doing. Or if you see something that they're doing and you want to do it yourself, put your own spin on it. Like, that's literally all I've been doing with nuzlocks, is I did one really basic nuzlocke with Fire Red, and then my next 3 journeys, and then the 4th one coming up, have all been nuzlocke formats that just have my own personal spin on it. Your Dusclops. Speaking of Dusclops, quick change of subject. I'm a really big fan of Dusknoir. Don't know why, I just think it looks really cool as a Pokemon. But like I was saying, if you're going to take inspiration from somewhere, that's cool, that's fine. But make sure you put your own voice to it, you know? Make sure that, because you never want someone to pull up your video side by side with someone else's video and be like, this is literally the same thing. You don't ever want that. In the Pokemon community, there's a lot of repetitive sameness there's a lot of mediocrity, which leaves a lot of room for people to show up and snatch the crowns off of channels' heads and stuff. Like, there's room to grow in the Pokemon community. So it's like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, I understand the desire to learn how to do new things or learn where to get resources. But if you're just using the same resources as someone else, like, are you really doing anything that new? I think the answer is no. We've got about a minute left in this challenge, which admittedly wasn't really much of a challenge because I've been talking about everything other than my team. But we've got one more encounter to do because we have about a minute left. And then we're gonna do Lavender Tower. I know it's called Pokemon Tower, but I'm gonna call it Lavender. I hate when I do that. So we're gonna go up into the tower, we're gonna get our encounter, and then we're gonna end the episode. Do we have to fight this chick? Okay, cool. Lavender Tower! Give me a man of Pokies. Mr. Sandman, man me a sand. Make him the cutest man card door hook hand. Excuse me, where are my encounters? Thank you. It's a Diglett. Diglett dig, as a Metamech would say. So, this Diglett could turn into anything. This Diglett has Intimidate. So we're going to put you to sleep. I don't think we need to do anything else to this Diglett. I think we could just check a Great Ball at it. You know whose luck I need? I need Brandon's luck, because he's been doing a Hero and Sidekick Nuzlocke challenge, which is, again, it's a Nuzlocke with his own personal spin on it. Ties right back, we've come full circle. But, he had 4 Master Balls in that series. Like, goodness gracious. I'm lucky if I get my hands on one. Like, I know that we get the static Master Ball, because I don't think that ever gets randomized. I don't think items that you're supposed to get randomized, but... Alright, Diglett. What can I name you? Because I don't feel like pulling up an episode right now. We're gonna name you... We're gonna name you Doug. Doug the Diglett. So we're gonna take a look at Doug, and then we're gonna call it an episode. And we're gonna put him in the PC, of course. He's Rock Fire, interesting typing. Intimidate, of course, we know about that. His stats are very balanced. Strangely slow for a Diglett. Fire Punch. We've got somebody with payday. You know how much money that's gonna rack up for us during training? And it's disgusting. Rock Blast is terrible. Also, I didn't break any rules there, because you might have noticed that I said it's pretty slow for a Diglett. I was referring to the species, not my boy. You're gonna have to eat that one too. So anyways, if you've been enjoying Pokemon, LeafGreen, the Extreme Master Quest, and my ranting and rambling and nonsensical nonsense, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Both help the channel immensely. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss out on notifications when content goes up. And as always, I've been Saturn, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next episode of Pokemon LeafGreen, where I'm going to fight a bear with my bare hands. Later, everybody!